The van door slams. Tires skid across gravel. A volunteer bursts into the shelter lobby, arms trembling, soaked in sweat. She's in labor. Staff drop what they're doing. Blankets fly off shelves. Someone runs to prep the isolation room. In the back of the van, lying on her side, is Bailey, a golden retriever mix with soft eyes and a swollen belly. Her paws twitch. Her body shakes. She just collapsed outside the gas station, the driver pants. I think she was looking for somewhere safe. They lift her onto a stretcher. She whimpers, eyes darting, but never growls. Even in pain, she's gentle. By the time they carry her into the birthing den, she's already pushing. And that's how Bailey arrives into their lives, not as a statistic or intake form, but as a mother. 2 weeks earlier, Bailey wandered into a rural neighborhood, ribs showing, belly round. Every door she approached slammed shut, until a boy named Luca left a water bowl by the curb. He watched her from his porch as she lapped it up, eyes grateful, tail low. The next day she came back, and the next. By the end of the week she was lying in his front yard, belly rising and falling in the sun. That's when Luca's parents called the shelter. "She's pregnant," the intake volunteer said, gently feeling her side. "Pretty far along, but she's calm, real calm." At the shelter, Bailey became an instant favorite. She'd rest her chin on volunteers' laps, let toddlers touch her paws, even roll over when staff came near. She didn't bark, didn't growl. She just watched, observed, trusted. As her belly grew, so did the excitement. Volunteers built her a nesting bed, lined with plush blankets and soft toys. "She's gonna be such a good mom," Maya whispered one night, placing a stuffed puppy beside Bailey. Bailey curled around it instantly, nose tucked under its ear. Now in the present, that day has come. The room is dim, warm. Bailey lies on her side, surrounded by a circle of quiet support. Maya strokes her head. A tech monitors her vitals. The first puppy arrives, tiny, still. Bailey begins licking. The room holds its breath. But something's wrong. No movement. They try stimulation, gentle compressions, nothing. Second puppy, same. Third, still. Maya covers her mouth. Another volunteer starts crying. Bailey, still licking, doesn't understand. She nuzzles them, pulls them close, waits for them to wake. The vet steps in, quiet voice, kind eyes. "We've done all we can." 5 puppies, no survivors. Bailey doesn't stop. She keeps nudging them, curling around them, whimpering. She doesn't understand why they're not moving. She doesn't know they're gone. And by the time morning comes, Bailey lies in her bed with her head on the same stuffed toy, and 5 lifeless bodies curled in her arms. The room is silent, and so is she. Bailey doesn't move. It's been 2 days since the failed birth, and she hasn't left the corner of her kennel. The room, once filled with soft whimpers, tail thumps, and staff chatter, is now painfully quiet. She lies curled in a crescent shape, nose tucked beneath a blanket she refuses to let go. Beneath it, nothing. The puppies are gone. But she keeps tucking the covers, circling them as if something's still there. Her food bowl remains untouched, water's barely sipped. Maya kneels outside the gate with a spoonful of peanut butter. "Hey, girl, just a little, okay?" Bailey lifts her head once, then lowers it again, eyes empty. "She's shutting down," the vet says gently. Textbook maternal grief. It happens. It's rare, but it happens. One of the staff Googles it. Surrogate depression in dogs. Dozens of results. Stories of mothers who've lost entire litters. Most recover, some don't. The team tries everything. Warm blankets, soothing music, familiar toys. Nothing helps. On the 3rd day, she begins pawing at the floor, a slow, repetitive motion. Digging, digging, then circling again, lying down with her paws outstretched, as if she's waiting for something to be placed there. "She's trying to build a nest," Maya whispers. Staff members start taking shifts to sit outside her kennel in silence, just to be near her. The most heartbreaking part? She never cries. She's not howling or barking or panicking. She's just quiet, resigned. The kind of grief that doesn't explode. It sinks. On the fifth morning, the director pulls Maya aside. "We may need to talk about next steps," she says softly. "She's not eating. She's not responding. If this keeps up—" Maya nods, but her throat tightens. They've seen it before. Dogs so deeply broken by loss, they give up entirely. Bailey was the miracle mom, the dog everyone believed in. And now she was fading faster than anyone expected. Back in the kennel, Bailey lifts her head. Just once. She noses the blanket again. A slow, sad movement, then curls tighter. Outside, Maya stands frozen at the glass, a lump in her throat. "I wish we could give her something," she mutters. "Just something to hold." And that's when she remembers. 2 days ago, Animal Control brought in a box of orphaned kittens. Their mother had been hit by a car. 5 of them, barely 2 weeks old. No nursing, no mother's warmth. They were being bottle-fed in the clinic wing. Helpless. Alone. Just like Bailey. Maya turns and runs. The door bursts open to the nursery wing. Maya rushes in, cheeks flushed, heart racing. Where are the kittens? A tech looks up from the warming unit. Crate 3. But they've just been fed. Why? Maya doesn't answer. She grabs the soft-lined crate, gently lifts the 5 squirming bodies inside, and tucks a heating pad under the lining. "Wait," the tech calls. "What are you doing with them?" "I don't know," Maya says honestly, "but Bailey needs them, and I think they might need her too." She hurries back to Bailey's kennel, carefully placing the crate just outside the gate. Bailey doesn't stir. The kittens mewl softly, blind eyes shut, their tiny bodies twitching and rolling into one another. Maya kneels. "Bailey, sweet girl, you're not alone." For a long moment, nothing happens. Then, Bailey's nose twitches, her ears flick. She lifts her head, eyes meet crate. And then, something changes. She stands. It's slow, stiff, but it's movement. Her paws take 2 hesitant steps forward. She sniffs once, then twice. Then, the moment they'd been praying for. She lets out a low, soft whine, a sound full of longing. Maya opens the gate, carefully lifts the crate inside, sets it down beside Bailey's bed. The dog nudges it with her nose, then gently reaches in. The first kitten is pulled out, tongue gently cleaning its tiny head. The second is tucked under her chest. One by one, Bailey places them into her nest, circling them, whining low, tail thumping once, just once, against the blanket. Maya's hand flies to her mouth. Tears stream down her face. She thinks they're hers. One of the kittens squirms toward Bailey's belly, searching for warmth. Bailey adjusts, curling tighter around them. And in that moment, the room changes. It's not a kennel anymore. It's a nursery. A mother has her babies. The news spreads fast. Staff members sneak peeks, speechless. Photos are snapped, videos quietly recorded. Within an hour, the entire shelter knows. Bailey's eating again, grooming, nesting, alive. That night, Maya sleeps in a chair beside the kennel. She wakes at 3 a.m. to the sound of tiny purrs, and Bailey humming low in her throat, nose tucked between 5 sleeping kittens. It's been 3 days since the kittens were introduced, and Bailey has transformed. She no longer lies stiffly in her bed, she moves. She eats without hesitation, drinks from her bowl, even perks her ears when she hears Maya's voice down the hallway. But most of all, she mothers. Every hour she licks them clean, gathers them when they roll too far, adjusts their nest when it gets messy. And when they mewl in the night, she's up instantly, curling tighter, tucking her body around them like a warm wall. The kittens, barely the size of her paw, squirm into her fur, chirping like baby birds. A visiting vet stops by and blinks in disbelief. "That's not normal," she whispers. "A dog raising kittens? You can't make this up." The staff doesn't even try to explain anymore. They just watch and smile and cry. Maya documents everything. Her phone is filled with clips. Bailey teaching the kittens to crawl, licking their ears until they squeak, even gently nudging a clumsy one back to the group with her snout. She posts one video to the shelter's social media page. Within hours, it explodes. Heartbroken dog adopts kittens after losing her puppies. A second chance at motherhood. The internet can't stop crying over Bailey and her babies. Comments flood in from around the world. People share their own stories of grief, healing, and unexpected love. But none of it matters to Bailey. She's not here for the cameras. She's here for them. The way she stares into each kitten's face, the way she hums when she sleeps, the way her tail curls over them like a blanket. There's no training, no trick, just instinct and love. By the end of the week, the shelter holds an official press event. Bailey and her kittens, snuggled in a clear nursery crate, sit beside Maya for the cameras. A reporter asks, "Do you think she knows they're not puppies?" Maya glances at Bailey, who licks a kitten's head, then rests her chin protectively across all five. "I don't think it matters," she replies. That night, for the first time since her arrival, Bailey lets herself sleep on her side, relaxed, stretched out, with 5 furry bellies pressed against hers. She doesn't grieve anymore. She's busy being a mom. Spring arrives, and with it, adoption day. Bailey stands at the gate, tail wagging, as a crowd gathers near the shelter's courtyard. The story of the grieving dog and her kittens has now reached millions. Families drive from 3 states away just to meet them. Children clutch plush kittens. News vans roll into the lot. Bailey doesn't seem to notice. She's too focused on keeping her little ones in sight. The kittens have grown fast. They tumble and play, batting at her ears and leaping over her back like jungle cats. And she lets them, every time. One by one, people line up to ask the same question. Can we adopt them? The shelter staff smiles. Only if you take her too. That's the rule now. Bailey doesn't go anywhere without her kittens. And finally, a family says yes. A couple with a daughter who loves animals and a heart big enough to take them all. They kneel down. The little girl opens her arms. Bailey pads forward and rests her head in the child's lap. She's ready. Papers are signed, the crate is loaded, toys, blankets, and all 5 kittens are nestled beside her. As the van pulls away, Maya watches from the sidewalk, smiling through tears. From near death to viral sensation, from mourning to mothering. Bailey didn't just survive, she transformed. 2 weeks later, the shelter gets a postcard. A drawing of Bailey with all 5 kittens curled up beside her on a big sunny porch. On the back, in a child's handwriting, "Thank you for giving me my best friend. We call her Mama B." And that's what she'll always be, not just a rescue, not just a survivor, but a mother through and through. She lost everything. Her belly had carried life. Her heart was full of love. But nature took it all away. And yet, she never stopped being a mother. When given a second chance, she didn't hesitate. She loved again, protected again, gave everything to creatures not even her own. Because real love doesn't ask for likeness. It asks for loyalty. If this story moved you, share it with someone who needs a little hope today. Comment below, what would you have done in Bailey's place? And don't forget to subscribe for more real animal stories that show us just how deep the heart can go.